Hey, it's Pete with the thrift store rundown doing Disney on a budget. We're just 1 week away from our big holiday series, The Wonderful World of Disney Deals. But before we go ahead and kick off this series to celebrate 100 years of wonder in the House of Mouse, I thought we'd go ahead and take a look at one of the more trickier reviews to perform, Descendants. Let it be known that I'm not a big Descendants fan. Yet, how often do you find all 3 novelizations of the hit Disney Channel original trilogy, plus their bonus Villain Kids Guide for new VKs, and their Auradon Prep Spirit book, featuring highlights and memories from our favorite VKs. Well, your favorite, not really my favorite. But anyway, here we have a total of 5 Descendants books, which will be seen in December, and speaking of which, stay tuned for a complete tentative schedule of the Wonderful World of Disney Deals. In the meantime, let's go ahead and unwrap our Villain Kids Wicked Cool collection, whatever you want to call it. All 4 of these books were purchased in one package for $2.99. That's for the entire collection. 3 novelizations plus the Villain Kids Guide for new VKs. And those villain kids here on the back, I had to Google their names, by the way. Let's see. Mal, Evie, Jay, and Carlos. Dove Cameron, Sophia Carson, who's definitely my favorite, and not for Descendants. I love her best as Ava Jalali from Pretty Little Liars, the perfectionist on Freeform, just to be frank with you. Boo Boo Stewart, and bittersweetly, Cameron Boyce. Despite not being a Descendants fan, I sure do miss him. But anyway, let's go ahead and check out all these books. Here we have the Villain Kids Guide for new VKs. And of course, 3, 2, 1, all 3 Descendants novelizations. So let's take a brief look inside them. This is the first one, and I don't see any pictures inside here, other than the cast cover. Let's check out Descendants 2, and it looks like the same deal here. And Descendants 3, I assume the same thing here, and I'm right. No full color photo inset for any of these. As for the Villain Kids Guide, well, this is definitely going to be graphically and photographically, way more colorful than the 3 novelizations. But I'll save all of my thoughts for the review. As for this, well, I think this should beat all these books by a mile. Just to give you a brief preview of this, Auradon Prep, it's actually quite interactive inside too, with plenty of flaps and things you can pull out and all sorts of neat stuff. So, those are your Descendants books. And again, I'm not a big Descendants guy, but hey, to find 4 Descendants books in one pack, all for $2.99, that's something to talk about right there. And this, 25% off $1.99 if you saw one of my recent hauls. I will not mention the price for this Wicked Cool collection again. It's $2.99 for 1, 2, 3, 4 of the books all at once. So if you want to know the prices that I paid for each of them while you see the individual reviews, that is the price. Now let's have a look at the back, just to be fair. Tales from Auradon. As the teenage children of infamous Disney villains, Mal, Evie, Jay, and Carlos were born to be bad. But when King Ben invites these villain kids, also known as VKs, to leave their home on the Isle of the Lost to attend Auradon Prep, they discover that being good isn't so bad. But while you can take the VK from the Isle, you can't take the Isle out of the VK. So let's see if we can find a retail price for all these things combined. $45.99. $2.99 out of $45.99. I think I made a real good decision in buying this Wicked Cool collection. Even though you can't really see the retail price exactly. Whatever. $45.99, and this entire collection is for ages 8 to 12 years old. All from Disney Press. So those are your Descendants books. You'll see them all in December. But when exactly in December? You're about to find out, because at this time we're going to go ahead and scroll through the entire Wonderful World of Disney Deals schedule. Now, before we go ahead and do just that, I want to remind you that all the times are Eastern Standard Time, and all of those times for all the reviews you're about to see are subject to change if I find any more cool Disney items that pique my interest and bring them here in the studio. So with that in mind, you can also find the schedule in the description. But with that in mind, here we go. The entire tentative schedule for the wonderful world of Disney deals. So that's your schedule, folks, and once again, you can find that in the description. I implore you not just to click the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any of our Disney Deals episodes, but more importantly, if you're confused over what Disney items I'll be airing and when, click the notification bell. It's simple. One click of that bell, and you'll never miss a Disney Deals episode. And for all you Descendants fans, you'll so want to click that notification bell because look how much Descendants stuff we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books. And 4 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, coming in this one wicked cool collection. Which certainly is, given the retail price and the second-hand purchase, quite wicked cool. And I haven't even perused through all these things yet completely. But, other than that, we sure do have a busy holiday season ahead of us in the House of Mouse. And one more thing. I'm kind of thinking in December of heading to the Disney store, either in Willowbrook Bowling Green, which is close to me, or as a special treat in New York. I'll let you guys know how that turns out. But in the meantime, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for joining me. The fun officially kicks off next Wednesday, November 2nd at noon with the Disney Eats Cookbook, and we'll walk our way from there once again. Check the schedule in the description or just rewatch this video from start to finish. Either way, I look forward to seeing you guys next Wednesday as dreams come true on the flip side.